Coolest fruits you've never heard of. Hey everyone, it's Alexa again and welcome back to another video. If you're asked to make a fruit salad, you're likely to add the basics like strawberries, pineapple, oranges, kiwi, maybe a banana or two, and some apples. Fruit salads would be a totally different story if we had to add in all the unusual fruits we've got on our list today. But before we get into today's video, make sure that you're subscribed and ring the bell so that you never miss any of our upcoming videos. 28. Jackfruit. To get your taste buds watering, our first fruit is from Southeast Asia, and it tastes like a combination of apple and banana. It's the largest tree-borne fruit in the world and can weigh as much as 80 pounds. If you were to cook this fruit, it will shred like pulled pork, so it's often substituted for vegan meat in the US. 27. Cherimoya. Looks can be deceiving, and the cherimoya will leave you pleasantly surprised once you taste it. This fruit is native to South America and has been introduced to other warmer climates like Africa, Southeast Asia, and South Europe. The texture of this fruit is like creamy custard, and it's often called the custard apple. Its taste is likened to a combination of pineapple, strawberry, and banana. 26. Cham. This creepy-looking fruit is also called a rambutan, and luckily it's not that creepy on the inside. It's got the same texture and flavor as lychee, and once you peel and eat one, it's hard to stop. In Vietnam, cham means messy hair. There are over 200 species of rambutan, and oil extracted from this fruit can be used to cook with. 25. Durian. One of the most recognized coolest fruits in the world is the durian, aka the smelliest fruit in the world. It's been described as smelling like wet garbage, smelly socks, or rotten eggs, and fortunately, it does not taste like any of those things. The only challenge when eating this fruit is getting your nose past the smell. The taste is said to be sweet and savory, like chives mixed with powdered sugar, and it has a creamy texture. 24. Sweet sop. Also referred to as a sugar apple, this heart-shaped fruit is originally from the West Indies. The sweet sop is related to the sour sop, which is the prickly fruit of the Annona muricate, a broad-leafed tree. It's a little smaller and sweeter in flavor and has a texture like custard. This fruit is a great source of vitamins B and C, iron, potassium, and magnesium. 23. Dragon fruit. This brightly colored fruit is native to Mexico, although readily available across Asia and Latin America. It's a cactus fruit with a fleshy white or pink inside covered in tiny black seeds. The flavor has been compared to watermelon, passion fruit, and raspberries. Taiwanese doctors often recommend this fruit to patients struggling with diabetes. 22. Miracle fruit. Miracle berries are from West Africa and they have a taste-transforming protein called miraculin. By itself, the berry doesn't taste like much, but mix it with something sour and the fruit takes on a completely new flavor, which is why it's also called the miracle fruit. In its basic form, miraculin makes our tongue receptors believe that the sour food we are eating tastes sweet. 21. Mangosteen. These small berries have a sweet-sour combination to them, and if you've got the patience to try and get through their tough outer skin to get inside, then you'll be rewarded with a flavor that was worth the effort. They're grown in Southeast Asia, Southwest India, and other warmer places like Florida and Puerto Rico. It tastes like an orange mixed with peach, and there's a legend that says Queen Victoria once offered 100 pounds to anyone who would bring her fresh mangosteen. 20. Fruit salad plant. It's a fruit that has two names, either the fruit salad plant or Monstera deliciosa. It grows naturally in the tropical rainforests of southern Mexico and Australia, but you can find the plants anywhere. Not many people realize that the fruit it bears is edible. The taste combines many fruit flavors, but do be aware that the fruit contains oxalic acid, which can irritate the mouth. 19. Arase. Not as easy to come by as our previous entry, the Arase comes from the Amazon jungles in Peru, Brazil, and Ecuador. It's also called the Amazon guava and can sometimes be too acidic to eat. It's more popular eaten as part of ice cream, in a smoothie, or mixed with other fruit juices. It's not available anywhere else at this stage, which is a shame, as it's got so many incredible health benefits, like helping to prevent cancer and control blood pressure. 18. Dhaka bananas. Yellow bananas are the norm, so next time, liven up your fruit salad with a red banana. They're so much sweeter than yellow bananas and smell amazing. Health experts believe red bananas are healthier than yellow ones and are rich in fiber, keeping you fuller for longer. One banana contains 90 calories and plenty of carbohydrates. They're grown in Southeast Asia and said to be rich in antioxidants and help boost your immune system. 17. African horned cucumber. It may bear the name cucumber, but it's more melon than cucumber. The outside is yellow with hints of orange and is spiky, while the inside is lime green and soft. When it just starts to ripen, it tastes like a combination of kiwi and cucumber, but when it's completely ripe, it tastes more like a banana, a great source of vitamin C, iron, and potassium. 16. Korean melon. This is a type of musk melon, and they've been around since the 2nd century AD. They come from East Asia. It's a small yellow melon with white stripes, and the fruit inside is white with small white seeds, which you can eat. It's said to taste of a combination of honeydew and cucumber, and it also has the texture of a cucumber. 15. Kumquat. The fruit is as strange as its name, and it resembles a mini oval-shaped orange. They were first mentioned in 12th century China and introduced to Europe in 1846. One kumquat tree can produce thousands of kumquats a year. They're packed with magnesium, calcium, potassium, and vitamin C. 14. Longan. This superfood is a lot like the chom-choms we mentioned earlier. They look a lot like lychee and have a translucent and juicy inside. They grow in clusters and originated in Myanmar. 13. Prickly pear. This delicious fruit is often thought to have originated in South Africa, but they're one of the most used alien plants in the country. The cactus pear is used for jams and drinks or eaten plain. Well, after you've peeled them, which is not an easy task. Don't eat too many of them at once, as they can make you, well, less regular. The fruit is native to the Americas but flourishes well in other hotter countries. 12. Galia Melon. It's only been around since the 70s. This hybrid melon was developed in Israel. It looks like a cantaloupe, but is the color of honeydew on the inside. These fruits are sweet and juicy and are rich in vitamin A and C. 11. Cuckoo Asou. This exotic fruit is found in the tropical rainforests of Colombia, Bolivia, Peru, and Brazil, and the fruit comes from the same plant family that we get chocolate and cacao from. The pulp of the fruit smells like banana, and it's crammed with vitamin B, antioxidants, and amino acids. The byproduct of the fruit is often used in butter, juice, lotions, and shampoos. 10. Persimmon. Don't confuse these little guys with tomatoes because they may look similar, but they are completely different. When they're fully ripe, they taste a lot like dates. There are two types of varieties, astringent and non-astringent. 9. Banana passion fruit. Just the look of this fruit cut in half is totally unlike anything you can find in your regular grocery store. These banana passion fruits come from the Andes of South America, and they're elongated passion fruits with a sweet, pulpy inside that tastes like an orange. 8. Spanish lime. The name lime is a bit misleading because the Spanish lime is unlike any lime we're familiar with. The interior of the lime is gelatinous, quite like the chom-chom or lychee. They're common in the Caribbean and in parts of South America. They're the same size as a ping pong ball and taste like a combination of lime and lychee. They help the body produce serotonin, help ease anxiety, and are packed with fiber, phosphorus, and calcium. 7. Tamarillo. This little egg-shaped fruit is called a tamarillo, and it's from the Andes of Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, Chile, and Bolivia. It used to be called the tree tomato, but that seemed to confuse people, so in 1967 it had a name change to the Tamarillo. They come in yellow, orange, red, and near purple. They're a great natural anti-inflammatory, and the yellow ones taste far sweeter than the red ones. 6. Feijoa, aka the pineapple guava. This fruit was discovered in the 19th century and introduced to the public in the 20th century. New Zealand is the biggest exporter of the pineapple guava, and you can eat the entire fruit, from the skin to the flesh on the inside. It tastes like guava, pineapple, strawberry, and really sweet grape. 5. Buddha's hand. Some have likened this fruit to resemble a chicken's foot, which is not something that many people like to eat. It's a citrus fruit, minus the pulp. It comes from India and China and is very fragrant. The fruit represents happiness, longevity, and fortune in China and is often offered as a gift at New Year's. 4. Sapodilla. Also called the Chico Fruit, this plain-looking fruit is packed with sugar. It tastes like caramelized pear and is used for many desserts. Eating this fruit when it's not quite ripe is not ideal, as it leaves your mouth exceptionally dry. It's often used to treat digestive issues. You can sometimes find this fruit in custard, juice, ice cream, and milkshakes. 3. Snake fruit. This palm tree is native to Java and Sumatra in Indonesia and grows in clusters at the base of the palm tree. They're the size of a fig and taste sweet and acidic at the same time. It's one of the most popular fruits in Bali, and some varieties can cost a lot of money. Snake fruit is full of potassium, beta-carotene, and pectin, and the fruit has a strong odor of pineapples. 2. Ackee. West Africa is where you'll find plenty of ackee, although it's now very familiar in the Caribbean too. Ackee is the national fruit of Jamaica, and their national dish is ackee and saltfish. It's a yellow, pear-shaped fruit that changes to bright red to yellow-orange when it matures. You can only eat this fruit when it's ripe, as otherwise it is toxic. You can purchase canned or frozen ackee in the US. Ackee fruit grows in clusters on branches, and the only edible parts of the fruit are the arils, the yellow, fleshy portion attached to the seeds. It has a mild flavor and is cooked like a vegetable with a creamy texture. It's a rich source of protein, vitamin B and C, zinc, and fiber. Have you ever tried any of these cool fruits? If so, which ones are native to where you live, and what do you think of them? Let us know in the comments below. 1. Jabuticaba. This bizarre-looking fruit looks more like giant bugs climbing up the side of a tree than it does a fruit. It grows in clusters, and it's a dark, purplish, almost black fruit with a white, fleshy interior. You find this fruit in Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Peru, and Bolivia. Jabuticabas are eaten like grapes and are often used in jams, wine, or other kinds of alcohol. They are packed with goodness like vitamin B and C, calcium, and phosphorus.